She's got the humanitarian in her. She's got the entrepreneur with the content creation.
And there's no clouds. I've seen one cloud. Like,
Wow.
that's one of my...
Really?
Yeah, I know, it's a hot take, but that's one of my, like, go-to dance shoes.
Like, I'm a student. Like, I didn't know I'm a student.
Wait, you actually did that? I didn't even know you could do that.
So, like, life is what you make of it. And if you let fear stop you, fear is just a thought that's inside your mind. It's unadded pressure that you're making up in your head.
Unstructured podcast. Another week, another dollar. Hit the Millie Rock. Dance with it. Next. We got Mia LePage in the building. Some might know her as being a dancer on the floor with the 76ers. Some might know her for just absolutely being a gem on Temple's campus. Mia, how the hell are we feeling?
Good. Excited to be here.
Boom, excited to be here. Zreski, you got the first question.
Well, I just wanted to say, Mia, welcome to the Unstructured Podcast. We're happy to have you on here. I hope you're glad to be on here. We, try to pick out the best guests that we possibly can, so we're happy to have you on this week.
Yes, I'm excited to be here.
Is there anything first that you wanted to, talk about, say, anyone you wanted to shout out, anything before, we kind of get more unstructured?
Well, I'll shout out the family, of course. Mom, grandfather, grandma, my little sister. Love you all.
Awesome.
Love the fam. Shout out fam. All right, Mia, so in 30 seconds, this is almost like an elevator pitch. Tell us who Mia LePage is. 3, 2, 1, clock starts.
Okay, Mia LePage. I am a content creator and professional dancer. I'm also a student and I love learning. I've definitely found a new passion for education through college, something that I didn't have growing up. I actually graduated high school early. I'm graduating college early, but different reasons for both. Thank you. In high school, I was excited to start my career, but I was also just trying to get out of school. Because I really felt like I was wasting my time. However, in college, I feel like I've really utilized everything that like my school has to offer and have been involved in a bunch of different things, which has been super exciting and gave me a new appreciation for education. So me, I love to learn. I love to travel. I love to explore. I always want to, like Tyrese Maxey says, get 1% better every day. And I really do live by that as well. So I just made a huge life change, moved to LA. It's my last semester of college. I'll be doing through a study away program. And yeah, I'm just ready for this next chapter of my life.
That's awesome.
Bang. I mean, she's got the humanitarian in her. She's got the entrepreneur with the content creation. And then obviously she's got the dance, which is just like riding a bike for her. So let me ask you, off rip, biggest difference when it comes to food from LA to Philadelphia?
Okay, I have a really good one for that. So I love sushi. Sushi's like my favorite food. And I found a bunch of different great food spots here, but I'm still struggling to find a great sushi place. Because something that they do here too, which is weird, is that back home, if I would get like a green dragon roll, it's like eel and avocado. Here, they put crab meat inside. So I keep ordering it, like thinking like it's going to be my usual. And then I get it and I have a bite of it and it doesn't taste right, and it's because there's like they make it different on the West Coast than they do on the East Coast, which is interesting. You'd think it would just be the same, but
sushi lovers, we got to figure that out. Why the green dragon roll is different in LA than it is in Philadelphia? If you know, drop a comment, and while you're down there, hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Mia LePage on the Unstructured Pod. And what's the best part about living in LA? You said you've been living out there for a bit now, so what's been your favorite part?
My favorite part's the weather. You cannot complain. Like it feels so great going outside, whether I'm in a sweatshirt or a crop top. Like I feel like I'm comfortable either way. And there's no clouds. I've seen one cloud, a singular cloud. Like the skies are blue, sunshine. Like it's really nice. I feel like in the East Coast, people go through a lot of seasonal depression with the winter and the snow and even the rain. I feel like it should not be it's always sunny in Philadelphia. It should be it's always rainy in Philadelphia because it's constantly pouring. But here it's beautiful every day.
Facts. So Mia, as a dancer, right, I feel like streetwear and like just like distinct look, there's a very much distinct look when it comes to fashion. So who are like 3 brands or people, whether that's like stylists, that like you gain inspiration from? Because I gotta say, from just obviously knowing you now from when we met, shout out Governor Shapiro at his house.
Yeah.
You definitely put it on when it comes to fit. So like name me 3 brands or people styles, because I feel like dancers really got it put together.
For sure. And I really appreciate that. Thank you. That's something I've really been working on because I realized that too. Like as a dancer, your look means everything. I used to just be like, just look at my talent, just look at the way I can move. But it really is the whole package, having that outfit together, having your look together. Someone who really inspires me, her dancing, her what she does, her career, and also her fashion sense is Claudia Antos. She's a dancer. I think they just finished tour with Chris Brown, and her style is like always on point. Like that girl is always fitted, like from head to toe. And she inspires me a lot, like with her outfits. Like she looks like a dancer. You can just see her on the street. You know that girl dances. So she's definitely a main person. I'm trying to think of two others, but her for sure.
100%. Chris Brown is like literally my idol when it comes to dancing. Like people tell me that I have TikTok dancing form. You would have to be the judge of that. But like, I mean, I try to dance as best as possible. Okay, but yeah, Zreski, do you have like a favorite brand, bro? Like that you be rocking? I feel like
I used to buy and sell a lot of Supreme, like a lot of the hype stuff, like the mainstream, all that. But there's not really a brand that I've been buying other than Psycho Bunny, which I really been rocking Psycho Bunny. They got like polos and nice cool shorts. They have tennis collabs, which I really like.
Nice.
But yeah, that's what I've been rocking recently. But yeah, I like to hear because you get that look when you're on the street, when you're in a big city, you see someone, you're like, they're a dancer. You just know.
Right.
You gotta have that vibe.
Yeah.
So what? Okay, as a follow up, Mia, right? We talked about the clothes really quick, just on the dancing note.
Mm-hmm.
What you've danced with some, well-known individuals.
I'm sorry, I hate to be that guy, but Mia, the sound issue is coming back up. I just want to have the best quality we can.
No.
Wait, pause it for a second, Mia.
Like turn off my mic?
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Zreski, that's you.
I don't know what the issue is. I don't.
Mia.
Let's
turn
keep
it
going.
off. I don't hear anything anymore.
Okay, it's all right. It's an issue I've been having today. It's all right. Let's keep going.
Yeah. All right, we'll keep going. Unstructured. We just keep going. We keep rolling the dice. Okay, back to the point though of dancing. Ethan, no worries though. That was being a good podcast co-host with the
I'm
artist.
trying, bro. I'm trying.
No, you are. So I'm not even gonna knock you for that. Like, if anything, I'm gonna buy you a Taylor ham and egg sandwich in New Jersey.
Okay,
So back to the point. Obviously, fits we were just talking about, but shoes. I feel like for you, I personally believe, just in general, you got to start with the shoes when it comes to putting on an outfit because the shoes set the top foundation. With that in mind, name top 3 any sort of sneaker that, like, dancing, going out, whatever. Like, what are your top 3 favorite shoes?
Okay, this is a hot take, but I think it's like one of the best shoes to dance in. I actually need more of them. But I feel like they don't have enough. They need more cool styles. We need to like do a Mia sneaker or something.
Facts.
One of the best shoes to dance in. It's so soft on your foot, and you can like do turns and everything. Are Hirachis, and like that's one of my.
Really?
Yeah, I know it's a hot take, but that's one of my like go-to dance shoes for years. Like I would just wear Hirachis to dance because they're just the best shoe to dance in. But because they don't go with everything, and I've only really seen them in like red, black, and white. I want to say. I've been more of like a Dunks girly, wearing those in dance. Low tops feel great. They're easy to move in. But I also have a couple like high top pairs that I like as well.
We need to get the Nike X Mia Hirachi shoe.
Yes.
So if you're watching anyone from Nike, I've seen a lot of cool Hirachis, so I'll be sure to send you them after this podcast. But you mentioned you like to travel a lot. You like to go places. What has been your favorite place that you have traveled to in your life?
Great question.
Okay. My favorite place probably this summer, my family vacation, we went to Dominican Republic. And it was really cool because we stayed like an hour outside of Punta Cana. And I feel like Punta Cana is where a lot of Americans go. But the resort that we stayed at, we were the only Americans there. So we were meeting people from all over, from Paris, from Chile, Argentina, like literally everywhere. And most people in the hotels, Spanish was their first language. So we picked up a little Spanish. We got to like learn about a bunch of different cultures. And it really like was a trip that opened your eyes. And we kind of got to be like the minority for once, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, and sometimes, it's not even about the destination. It's about the entire journey. It's about where you stay. It's about the people you meet at the hotel, which, I mean, that's so great. I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, it was super fun. And they did some cool things, like they would do dance lessons. So I was on the beach dancing, and they did like partner classes and stuff. So that was really cool too.
You definitely found the right spot. Juwan,
Yeah.
you good, brother?
Yeah, I'm here. We're live, ready to go.
All right, good. You look locked in. I guess you
No,
listen.
I'm more than locked in. But, Mia, okay, so learn a little bit of Espanol. Yo puedo tener una conversación en Espanol for first off. But
Okay.
yeah, I mean, my dad's from Barcelona, so shout out Xavier Farr, makes the best paella. So hit up Xavier Farr for your paella needs. Spanish, seafood, scallops, all that. Regardless, it's not about me. This is about me and LePage. Okay, best, I literally just lost my question. So that's
Totally lost.
Me all the
Totally
time.
lost.
You're so
What
good.
is your go-to color? If you have your entire wardrobe
yes.
clean,
I
what
like
color outfit are you picking out?
All right, I have two, and they're
Let's see.
tied, but they're my go-tos: blue and pink. Like royal blue, like one of my favorite colors. But that's a like more recent thing. Growing up, I always say, you know, your favorite color. If you laid a bunch of colored pencils in front of you, which one would you go to first? And I would pick the pink or the magenta one. So I have shoes, a lot of shoes that are pink and blue, so it helps with the fits. So pink and blue are definitely my go-tos.
Pink and blue. Boom. So, Mia, a lot of people, like we keep saying in the theme of the pod, they might know you for dancing. They might know you for content creation. What is one thing, like whether it's a hobby, guilty pleasure for me that's listening to Rihanna in the shower? Like, what is that one thing that not a lot of people know about you that they'd be surprised to know?
Okay, that's a good question. I have a couple. One, you only know this if you like go out to eat with me. So it's not like common knowledge, but I don't eat cheese. Not because I'm lactose intolerant. I just don't like it. So
No
anything
cheese.
that has nope. I'll order pizza without cheese. I'll order a cheesesteak without cheese. I'll I'll still eat things, but with no cheese. Yeah.
And it's not a lactose intolerant problem. It's just you don't like cheese.
Exactly.
You know what?
It's so crazy because Juwan and I were just talking about cheese and how he was saying that he has to stop eating cheese, and I can't stop eating cheese, and you don't even eat cheese. So there's a whole cheese trifecta here on the Unstructured Pod. Drop your thoughts about cheese in the comments, and if you're down there and you haven't liked the video, drop a like. But Mia, is there anything that you wanted to talk about? Is there any points or hot topics you wanted to bring up? Any sports things or anything like that? The floor is open to you.
Hot topics. I guess
Put you on the spot.
moving to something that's been on my mind a lot recently is like I moved out to LA with a plan to like dance all the time, take advantage of this time, especially before classes and my internship start up in the fall. But unfortunately, the first week that I was here, I was rear-ended in a car accident, and I got a back injury that I'm healing from right now. So I'm out of dance for like another month. Could be 2 months. So it kind of put like a whole halt in the plans that I had for coming out here. So something that's been on my mind is like connecting with myself, because it's also not like I'm in Philly where I've been born and raised, all my friends are there. I'm in a new city by myself. And when I was here last summer, a way that I met friends was going to dance classes. Like I met people very quickly, just in class, exchanging energy, talking to people. But now I can't go to dance class. So I'm kind of just in a new apartment in a new city all by myself. So I've been like really trying, like at first I was like sitting and sulking, also got hit with the flu, got hit with the stomach bug. It was like one thing after the other. But now I'm really trying to like still explore. I'm in a new city, and I'm realizing like that I'm living in a lot of the things that I manifested and that I dreamed of doing. Even though I'm not dancing, like I always dreamed of living in LA and being here, and it's a blessing to be here. So I'm trying to really like focus on living in the present and still making the most of my time, because something I've been told since I was a kid, I think from my parents and teachers, like boredom's a choice. So I'm not allowing myself to like sit and sulk and just watch TV all day. I'm like forcing myself to go out and do things. But, you know, LA's expensive. So I've been finding things like museums or trying to use up all my perks of being a college student and all those things that are free, because in the next semester I won't have those anymore.
I love that.
I still use my college perks, to be honest. Like I went to go to the Apple store and to go buy a new Mac. I'm a student. Like I graduated, but I'm a student.
Wait, you actually did that? I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, not only did I get like $600 or $700 off my Mac, but I got a $250 Apple gift card, which I just used to cover my Apple.
Yo, how do you spend me that, bro? Yo,
You just go to the Apple store.
I just paid $1,500 for a freaking full price. Literally not a fit. But back to the point, yo, if you just heard what Mia said,
too.
Yeah.
Fact. If you just heard what Mia said, play it back. Very sentimental, but it's very true. Self-discovery is so important. As my mentor always says, be on the consistent, persistent pursuit of your potential. For me personally, Mia, I'm going to drop it right on the pod. I've gotten a little bit more into the spiritual side. And so for me, like, you know, whether it's spirituality, whether it's just, you know, finding who you are and like taking those walks or taking those museum tours, I think it's really important because it's always about the inside out, not outside in. And I think that's so important. And I love that you just immerse yourself in a new city and figure that out. So I guess to drop this, what is advice for somebody out there that wants to be in that new city or wants to take that trip or wants to start that business, but they're actually just too afraid to, whether it's for the reason that they are afraid to fail, they're afraid of other people's judgment, or just on the lack of like, they don't have self-worth. What's your advice there? Zareski, if you don't mind turning the mic off.
My main piece of advice, and I say this all the time, is YOLO. You only live once. So, like, life is what you make of it. And if you let fear stop you, fear is just a thought that's inside your mind. It's unadded pressure that you're making up in your head. There's not an actual person who you're afraid of. It's just a thought. It's a fear. So I think you have to combat those fears if you want to make the most of your life. Because I think that's so true for me because I've grown up seeing... I look up to a lot of different people. I always take inspiration from people. And I've seen some very talented dancers. And then I'm like so excited to watch their journey, see what happens. And then they stop dancing or they end up at a desk job or they just end up doing something completely opposite. And then when I talk to them about it, it's because they didn't feel like they could. They didn't believe in themselves enough. And something with the content that I create and what I do on social media, the main thing driving me behind all of that, and even like the advice that I share with people, is that I just want people to believe in themselves. Like my mom always told me I could do anything that I ever wanted to do, and that's how I was raised, and my family always supported me. But I know a lot of people don't get that support all the time from their families, or they're being pressured to go in a different direction. But it's your life at the end of the day. Like you're the one who you're going to be 6 feet under with at the end of it. So you got to make yourself happy and do what you want, what's best for you. So you only live once and take advantage of it.
Zareski, you're on mute, but it's all right, brother. She left you speechless.
No, I mean, I had to just drop in absolute gems. If you're not appreciating what Mia LePage is dropping on this pod, I don't know what you're doing. You got to hit the back button if you've been scrolling on TikTok while listening to that. I don't know what you got to do, but just listen back to that and just soak it all in and understand your value.
Yes.
So, Juwan, you want to drop the golden question?
I got the golden question. Mia, my question to you is, what's the word of the day and why?
The word of the day?
Yes.
Persistence.
Why?
To keep pushing. Keep fighting till you can't fight anymore. Like, use everything that you have. And even when something comes your way, like the accident that I was in, something puts a damper in your plans, use that rejection or whatever it is to redirect. Use it as redirection. So I think if something happens, instead of sitting and sulking in it, because that's not helping anybody. You're getting more upset. You're sending out negative energy. That's very, like, not beneficial. So looking at it as a redirection and what can I do now? Since I'm not doing that, what can I do? And having that forward thinking mindset. So persistence.
Persistence. Again, guys, Mia is probably going to start a sixth business, which will be motivational speaking. At least I think she should. But that's what we got from Juwan Farr, Ethan Zareski, Unstructured Pod. We out.